Hello and welcome to EdQuest. This is day 22 of our daily RBI Grade B quiz. On day 20, we did some questions on monetary policy basic issues. On day 21, we did some questions on monetary policy in India and role of RBI in monetary policy. Today, we will discuss some current affairs related issue on monetary policy. So let us jump to first question. First question is, Reserve Bank had constituted an internal study group to examine various aspects of marginal cost of funds based lending rate system. The ISD observed that internal benchmarks such as the base rate or MCLR have not delivered effective transmission of monetary policy. The study group had therefore recommended a switch over to an external benchmark in a time-bound manner. So this was passage. Such type of passage you will see in phase 2 of the RBI Grade B exam. So following passage there will be a couple of questions or even more questions. So let us see first question. So first question is in reference to the passage. Which of the following can be used as benchmark by banks? So there is internal study group which recommended to switch over to an external benchmark. So what are these external benchmark? There are four options. Four options are repo rate by Reserve Bank. Then there are two treasury bill yields by FBIL and any other benchmark by FBIL. So as per internal study group, all are correct. Banks can shift to any of these external benchmark. So let us understand what whole this mechanism is. So how banks decide their lending rate. So bank will have some base rate plus there will be some spread. So spread is depending upon on what issue bank is lending. So for two-wheeler lending there will be some other spread, for housing there will be some other spread. So let us assume that base rate is 10 and spread is 2 for two-wheelers, or let's say 8, spread is higher. So this becomes bank's lending rate. Now what RBI expects, RBI issues repo rate. So RBI expect as and when RBI changes its repo rate, bank should also reflect that particular thing in their base rate. So this wasn't happening. Base rate mechanism came in 2010. In 2016, as this wasn't responding anything because banks were reluctant to reduce their base rate, and hence finally what lending rate was transmitting in the market, it wasn't getting reduced. So there was no effective transmission even after Reserve Bank of India repeatedly reducing their repo rate. There was no effective decrease in interest rates by bank, and that was incomplete monetary transmission of monetary policy. So to work against that, Reserve Bank of India came up with MCLR mechanism. So MCLR mechanism had repo rate as its component. So reduction or increasing repo rate would be ultimately reflected in MCLR. But again, banks had to do all this calculation, and accordingly bank would add a spread to that, and there will be final lending rate. Again, banks here also were reluctant to give any concessions, and again monetary policy transmission wasn't taking place. So in 2019, September 2019, internal study group was formed and it recommended to shift to an external benchmark rate. So now what happens when we shift to an external benchmark rate? Let me erase this. So as we have seen, MCLR and bank rate, this was decided by banks themselves. So when you shift to an external rate, so external benchmarks are some standard rates which are set by some third party agencies or independent organizations. So banks are supposed to pick any of these rates which are mentioned here. To any of these rates they will add their spread and they will have final lending rate. So banks' monopoly on deciding their base rate or their lending rate is effectively reduced here, and that is how RBI is expecting now that monetary policy transmission will take place. So as we have discussed that there is incomplete monetary policy transmission, so internal study group recommends to shift to an external benchmark, and external benchmark can be any rate, repo rate or benchmark rate by FBIL. So what is FBIL? We'll discuss what is FBIL. So FBIL is Financial Benchmark India Limited. So it was formed in 2014 as per the recommendations of Vijay Bhaskar Committee. So this is not a really very important point, but if you can remember it. It is jointly owned by Fixed Income Money Market and Derivative Association of India, also Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India and Indian Banking Association. So what FBIL does, FBIL develops and administers benchmark which are related to money market, government securities and forex. So banks will pick any of the benchmark which is developed by FBIL, add their spread to it, and they will arrive to a final lending rate. So banks' monopoly is reduced here. Again, what is most important factor here is it is free from any bias, as FBIL is a independent organization, so there is very less bias, and their rates or whatever benchmark rates they decide, they are largely a reflection of market. So whatever market scenario is there, it will be reflected in their benchmark, and this will be contrary to what banks were doing. So banks were deciding their own benchmark base rate or MCLR, and they were being reluctant to reduce lending rates. So this was all about the first question. Next question is the benchmark rate for overnight Mumbai Interbank outright rate MIBOR on daily basis announced by. So I already had left clue for that in earlier question where I discussed about FBIL. So answer to this is FBIL. So this is not RBI or IBA. Now majority of the benchmark decision of benchmark is shifted to FBIL. Also check FBIL's website, you will see many rates or mechanism in which FBIL operates. So next question is, recently RBI has introduced long-term repo operations and targeted long-term repo operations, LTRO and TLTRO. So these LTRO and TLTRO are aimed at. So what is the fundamental aim behind introduction of LTRO and TLTRO? So earlier this year there was liquidity crunch in market. So this liquidity crunch is existent since last year, we can say, after IL&FS scandal or crisis, whatever we call it. There is persistent liquidity crunch in market. So there is whole lot debate regarding this, what liquidity crunch is and why it is there. So to remove that liquidity crisis, Reserve Bank of India has come with long-term repo rate. So what banks will do, banks will sell their securities or government securities to Reserve Bank, and they will borrow funds from Reserve Bank of India for a longer term. So this long term can be as minimum as 1 year or as maximum as 3 years. So there are also many other long term rates depending on the situation. So for this, answer was improving liquidity position. Next question is, recently RBI conducted targeted long-term repo operations 2.0, the maximum tenor. So as was discussed in or decided in TLTRO 2.0, maximum tenor under TLTRO 2.0 is 3 years. I already have discussed what is otherwise TLTRO or LTRO's tenor. Another final question is, marginal standing facility rate currently stands at. So this is a very typical current affairs based question. You will expect such questions which you will be asked as the repo rate, or you might be asked a reverse repo rate, or you may also be asked MSF. So this is like whatever you come across, means go to Reserve Bank of India side on a day before to your exam, you will see this left column in left hand side. So there you will have your answer, and necessarily do this practice before you pack up your final preparation. Go through this. So answer to this is 4.25. So with this I end. Thank you.